Hey guys, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonboone.com, and today I am doing a collaboration with my friend Hillary from Old World Home, and we are going to show you some spring table inspiration and some spring food as well. So if you guys follow along, you know that I like to keep things really simple. So for this spring tablescape, I decided to do kind of a garden theme, so lots of herbs and flowers, of course, and just some simple colors and textures. To create some casual paper pots for the plants, I cut out a strip of brown paper wrapping paper and then folded the top over a couple times. I rolled it in a circle and secured it with tape, and then I just folded the bottom under to make it to where the plant could stand. I just thought that it would look really cute on my table instead of just leaving it in the basic pots that it was in or without doing something ceramic. I wanted something a little bit more handmade and casual for this table. I took some vintage clothespins and wrote the name of the plant with my Sharpie paint marker. Now I've been using that thing a lot lately. I bought it for my cabinet organization post, which I showed you guys how I organize with a bunch of jars, and I labeled them with the Sharpie paint marker. So I thought it'd be really cute to make labels for my plants with that as well. Then I just took some wax flowers, which I found at Trader Joe's, and put them in a couple of my ironstone pitchers. I decided that my table needed a little bit of a table runner, and as you guys know, I love using drop cloth because it's so cheap. So I made a really simple ruffle table runner that is wider than my usual table runner so that it would just cover more surface area of the table. I layered that with a grain sack table runner. Then I took some of these white plates, which I will link them below. They're just from World Market. I only bring them out for special occasions. For table settings, I like to use these plain white plates. They have a little detail around the edge. And I layered them with one of my vintage stoneware plates that I picked up at a thrift shop. They normally sit above my stove on the open shelving. And I just put a striped tea towel, also from World Market, in between the two. For the food for this table setting, if you're coming over from Hillary's channel, you might not know about sourdough and my obsession with it and why I love it so much, but I will link a video on all of that so you can get up to speed if you care to know. But this is a sourdough flatbread, and I made it in the same way that I made my pizza crust, which I showed you guys how to make with sourdough starter, but I just added a lot of salt and garlic powder and fresh garlic and fresh herbs to make it more of a flat bread. So this is gonna be really good, and I thought it would be really fitting for my garden themed table setting today. I kept the drinkware very casual as usual. I just use plain old mason jars because that's what we use all the time. Now I think it'll be really nice when mint is in season to make some infused waters and put those in the mason jars. That would look really pretty with this herb themed table setting. I added to the outside edges of my table setting these candles from Antique Candleworks. I especially like this wildflower scent because it's obviously a great scent for spring, as the wildflowers will soon be blooming. It smells wonderful. In the window seat area, I put a couple of grain sack and ticking stripe pillows from my shop and a linen ruffle throw blanket. Both projects I have tutorials for, and I will link them below if you want to make them yourself. thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I've inspired you to create a simple table setting for spring. If you are new to my channel and you're coming over from Hillary's channel, welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living in a handmade home. Please go head over and check out Hillary's table setting and her food for spring as well. I know you'll be really inspired, and make sure to subscribe to her channel and follow along with all the wonderful things that she's doing over at Old World Home. I will link that in the description below. Thank you so much for stopping by our farmhouse.